So hello there, welcome back. Today we are on day 11 and we are going to learn about arrays of objects in JavaScript. Arrays of objects in JavaScript, and these are a powerful combination of data structures that allows us to model more complex real-world scenarios like managing list of users, products, or any type of data. So we will see how to create arrays of objects, iterate through them, and wrap things up with a practical example of storing and manipulating user data. So let's get started. So we are going to start with the combination or combining of objects and arrays of a list or and an object as a collection of key values. So together they allow us to store multiple objects inside an array. For example, let users equal to, we are going to use the square brackets, and then inside the square bracket you use the curly bracket, that one, name Alice, and then comma, age 30, comma, and then city Nairobi. So we cut this, then we paste them after here. So that is it, Nairobi. And they are supposed to be inside the curly brackets, inside here. So next, let's add some other three objects, maybe like Bob 2025 city Kisumu. The next one is what? You're adding the last one, maybe Jane 35, and we add Mombasa MBS. Yeah, so in this example, users is an array containing three objects. Each object represents a person with properties like name, the age, and the city, and this combination allows us to manage a collection of objects efficiently. That is it. The next is the iteration or iterating through arrays of objects. So once we have an array of objects, we will often need to loop through the arrays to access or manipulate the data. One of the most common ways to do this is using a for loop or the for each method. So let's start with the use of a for loop. Just after this, we say for, and then bracket, let I equals to 0, and then I is less than the users dot length I plus plus. I plus plus should be inside the I plus plus. Yes, that is the first thing. And then we print inside console.log users.name. The first thing, you add the I dot name, and then plus the user's age, and then you say plus years old. How many years old is the person? That is it. So in this for loop, we iterate over each object in the user's array and log their name and age. Let's try this. This is it. Alice is 30 years old, Bob is 25 years old, and Jane is 35 years old. So we have said that the for loop, we have iterated each object in the user's array and log their name and age. So next we are going to use the for each method. So for each method we are going to say users dot for each in the function user in the function named user. We print console.log the user dot name plus lives in user dot set, and then we close with a semicolon after. So for each method offers a more concise way to loop through the array. So here we display the name and the city of each user. The Alice lives in Nairobi, Bob lives in Kisumu, and Jane lives in Mombasa. That is it for each method. So the next is the practical example of storing and manipulating data. So let's see this example. Suppose we are building an application that manages user, and you need to store and update information for multiple users. So here is the example. We can do what with arrays. So for example, let us use this array. Now we want to add another user. Let's use there. So we use users. We say we use push users dot push users dot push. That is to add a new user, and then we add the name. The name is David. Name is David. The age is 23, and then the city is what? Let's say Nakuru. City is Nakuru, and then we terminate that with a semicolon. So if you come and say console.log, print the users. When we print the users, we are going to see David has been added to the array. So here it is. David has been added as index 3, the name and the age and the city where he comes from. Another way of updating the user's information, we are going to use the index. For example, let's say in users index 1 dot age, want to update the age to be 31, update the date to be 31. Let's confirm and see. So the age of Bob will change to 31. So this is it. Bob is 31 years of age. He is from Kisumu. Yes, that is it. That is basically it. The next part is removing a user. We said we use a splice to remove a user. So let's remove a user. Maybe the second, or the index 2. The index 2 is Jane. So we say users dot splice. So you want to remove the index 2 to 1. Let's see that. So you see Jane has been removed from the array. So as we have said in this example, we have first added a new user. We first added we added who? David, using the push method. Then we updated the Bob's age, and we have removed Jane from the array using splice. So this demonstrates how flexible arrays of objects can be when storing and manipulating data. So that is it for day 11. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing and like, and do not forget to hit that notification bell for more JavaScript tips. See you in our next episode.